Irilichi sa dinyama Aya bitwa makama Natabuhi lalinama Aya bitwa makama Irilichi sa dinyama Aya bitwa makama Natabuhi lalinama Milipilu moya Adikinela Milipilu moya Sirifont la kola mupika morana Oyari zembe Gobo hanande Sirifont la kola mupika morana Oyari zembe Gobo hanande Irilichi sa dinyama Aya bitwa makama Natabuhi lalinama Aya bitwa makama Irilichi sa dinyama Aya bitwa makama Natabuhi lalinama Milipilu moya Adikinela Milipilu moya Milipilu moya Adikinela Milipilu moya Milipilu moya Adikinela Milipilu moya Sirifont la kola mupika morana Oyari zembe Gobo hanande Sirifont la kola mupika morana Oyari zembe Gobo hanande
Yeah, and this is how we're kick-starting the night right here, more Femme Talk. I am your host, Keitseng, and welcome back to what feels like a decade. I am back like I've never left, and we're here to take over again. And remember, this show is all about women empowerment. Trying to look into issues that are affecting us as women and talk women to women and get to understand. Something that we did today was a very cliche thing that not cliche, but rather a very uncommon thing that we rarely do in our show. And I guess that gives you a glimpse of the person that we have in studio. Ladies and gentlemen, drum rolls, melody, mekholokwane. As I welcome the guest for the day, I am with the very own Katlego Paling.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
You look good.
Thank you. You look good.
It's nice to finally sit across here because I've been dreaming of this moment of me and I sitting here together and having this interview today. So thank you so much for honoring the invite. First of all, do you believe you look like me? Or do you believe I look like you? Whatever, vice versa. Because I've heard moments where people are following after me. I literally walked into Pick and Pay the other day.
Yeah.
This is the most you need to really check. So I'm walking in Pick and Pay and these girls are bangang. Again. Again. So the other one comes following after me.
Yeah.
And she's like, number again. But she's like, I'm like, no, Mutaime, I'm not Katlego, I'm Bipelo. So she's like, but let's and there's this thing of people just mentioning me on comments and saying, are you performing now? I'm like, no, but I saw you perform at Saga. So I was like, maybe I really do look like this person.
Sometime. Thank you
so much for honoring this invite, and let's get right into it and get to understand who is Katlego beyond your music, beyond the person that we know, beyond Drama Boy's sister. Who is Katlego?
All I can say, who am I to you? Some people the mental, but I would just like to say I'm just me, you know. I'm just me. When I thing is up to you, but I'm just basically me.
We used to have Black Rose. Where did Black Rose go?
Well, Black Rose, the time rebranded to Black Rose was the time where, like, it was well known for Drama Boy's little sister all the time. So I was really getting tired of that. So people were not knowing, never said Selena like drama. So I wanted to like give a driver for them to know my name.
Create your identity outside.
Yeah, but then after that, so I can't. So my brother, just call yourself Katawarampale. They will just tag along.
Adjust to that, which really worked, because I think one thing that is really hard is rebranding. I remember Amantla Brown did at one point try to rebrand from Amantla Brown, but we still call her Amantla Brown. So I think the Katlego Rampaleng is really making strides that you want. I don't remember anyone calling you Black Rose in the previous years that I've always been following. So I think that's a commendable thing. So let's go into what defines you as an individual, the beliefs. I know you are a strong-rooted Christian. In the videos that I follow you, I know that you're one person who's rooted in Christianity. But now let's go into your definitions, your principles, what you're rooted in as an artist, what you're rooted in as a creative.
First of all, I'm really rooted in just, just being me. I don't like, I'm just rooted in just being me. Authenticity.
Like what you see is what you get.
What you see is what you get. Like, I'm rooted in, just what you see. So you can find push your lifestyle on social media, and then in reality you're seeing a different person. So I'm really rooted in that, and that hella on its own Juan Kodisa as a person, and it helps to just being rooted in being yourself hella on its own, being authentic, that hella on its own. You get to learn yourself, you get to grow, so everything that you touch, say,
blossoms. Okay. That's a very insightful thing to say, because normally there's a saying that every person is taken. People is taken, Katlego is taken, and you have to embrace the person that is in you and the authenticity that you are, or strive better, because I could never know how it feels to be Katlego, and therefore trying to act like Katlego Now let's get into your music career and get to understand. I think the first time I got to know of Katlego was through the Salalena.
Yeah.
And I think Salalena was one of the songs. Was it one of the first songs that you did with your brother? Was it your music career break? When did you start with
Well, I've been undercover because of school. So I've been local school the body talent show. People knew me as, you know, the singer, the dancer, the mudiragati, you know. So it's just that I was undercover and you know, so that really didn't bother me. So and then I recorded my first song with my brother in Salalena, the first album, Enemy, yeah. So after Dira, but abang katalan just stay in school, finish school. I don't want to disturb you. And then that's when he after it's my Form 5, my brother Barino jump in the song. So we had to do the song. So it's just not new. It's just that I've been just undercover doing it because I really love it.
So you're speaking of you being a performer at school, you being a singer at school. When was the first time you actually sang and discovered, I actually love this? Because and this is your icon that you look up to and you end up following after their footsteps.
Yeah.
How could you tell this is what I want to do more than it is this is what I know to do because this person is raising me and I look up to this person and they're doing it very well?
Well, when my grandma sings Taylor, like I would dance to, I don't know if you know the first album I mix language as a sarotatamote. My grandma and I really enjoyed it, and that's when I discovered really this thing is my thing. I love it. I love doing it. You know, the likes of Brenda Fassie, like I would just sing get like mama. Sometimes mama like so it grew in me, but hella because of Bonevo's Kolo and I really had to take care of first, and then I had to take care of them first before kids and I'm but then after that I'm just going in. So like I get thing negisa solo hela Salalena. To me, Nanike recorded paying tribute to my grandma. I didn't know what I was going to touch people out there, but then it just, you know,
actually,
it is on.
Actually, yeah, might as well.
So yeah,
that's a beautiful story to tell, especially getting to understand it's something that you were doing, that you fell in love with before it actually blew in their career and you choosing to make money out of it. We're just going to go for a quick break, and then right after the break, I would like to now understand. There's you understanding, I love doing this, and there's you now taking a decision. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to make a living out of this. I want to now get to understand and hear the story. This is the route that I'm going to take. So we're just going to go for this quick break, and right after this break, we'll be continuing on with the conversation with the icon in the house. The icon is Black Rose. Some of you know her as Black Rose. I know her authentically as Katlekarampaleng, my look-alike. So we're going to go for that quick break and then take it from there.
Look at the whole place. What are you waiting for? For 20 years. 20 years. She spoke the word. She rose up and she began to walk.
There is a revival spreading across the land. Liberating the oppressed. Intimacy 2024, Botswana, Apostle Johnson Suleiman.
Everyone in the SADC region, South Africa, Namibia, Lesotho, Malawi, Zimbabwe, Zambia, be my guest as I come to Botswana.
15 clutches. 15 clutches. Before 15 clutches, don't drop that clutches. 15 clutches. 15 clutches.
Date 16th and 17th July 2024. The venue is at the Shupo Hall, Fairgrounds, Gaborone, Botswana. The time is 9 a.m. and 6 p.m. daily.
I'm trying to look for your father. I cannot see him. But I saw a woman like Nkambwa.
Kambwa is my mother.
She had 8 children. 3 died. Remaining 5. I want to pray for Shadrach.
Yes, he's my younger brother.
I want to pray for Daniel.
Yes, he's also my younger brother.
Can I pray for Mary?
Yes, that. Please.
God has a word for you. God has put a word in my mouth, and I'm coming with that word, and your life will never remain the same. The sick will be healed, bodies will be touched by God, destinies will be restored. That's our mandate. God said to me, end affliction, restore men to their destiny through the revelation of the word, manifestation of power, and the reality of the Holy Spirit.
For inquiries and to be part of the local organizing committee, please call the following numbers.
I'll see you these 2 days of power in Gaborone. I'll see you in Botswana.
Welcome back once again to the conversation, to the show. The show is called Femme, where we delve deeper into understanding, discussing issues of women, and of course, giving flowers and crowns to basadi ba rona ba ileng gore ra ba lemoga ba ba dirang go tlala ka diatla kwa ntle mo setšhabeng sa rona. Mo thulaganyong ya rona ya gompieno, I have a very special person in studio that I will keep tweeting the horn until we actually come to the end of this show. I'm with Keitseng Rampaleng in studio. And we're just looking into the highlights of her music career, looking at her authenticity, and also looking into entrepreneurship re sa ile bale ka gore la mo itse ba le mo itseng gore wa la pela ka kwa dibegara ba le setseng dikile la mo tlhola ka kwa. So most definitely wanting to understand at a very young age, she's delving into so many other things and becoming an inspiration to many young girls out there, which is very much commendable. Welcome back to our break. Let's continue on with the conversation and take it where we left it. How this is where the check is.
Just along the way, hella, after Keitseng learn from my brother's footsteps, that's when I got to learn, okay, who am I, Diana? How do I be? Yeah, can I go hella just Keitseng after Salalena. That's when I got to, follow my brother's footsteps.
Was the money Salalena good? Was the guap there?
Not really.
Was there guap?
Not really.
But was there hope? But
not a hope. But then I was like, you know what? I think maybe it's because let me just not lose hope. Let me just keep going and see. Yeah.
Now let's get into having a person such as Drummer Boy.
Yeah.
Drummer Boy is one of the greatest Motswako artists to ever exist. Or wherever that you're going, and then you play his song, you play Candy Blows, you play any of his songs that's there. He makes the Motswako.
Yeah.
I once had this other South African guy who was visiting Are. We always play these songs in South Africa, but we didn't know the owner. So Drummer Boy is actually the person for this. And he was rich in Setswana.
Yeah.
How would you say his impact in your life was?
That his role in my life, Lohanana is still alive. Huge. And Tata Hana, he did his part as a brother, the field especially fielding I'm just getting into just molding me like character wise and just how thing and some of the things just basically almost everything I learned from him, and we would just have conversations about sometimes like in curiosity we like you just be open and dira yana tswa yana dira yana. So tota hela his impact is huge. Even Lokolana is still yeah. So he was really a person he was rooted in just being himself. Len hela like I learned from him. So like that's why I'm so rooted in being me. That hela on his own. Kwan thusa gore ke grow every day. So yeah.
And then, unfortunately, modimo wa mo gapela mo nakong e leng goreng o sentse ntse gongwe ke dumela le gore no o hope for a lot of things also for him also because he was very young. Let's touch a bit into grief. As a person who's also went through grief, to a person who's very close and controversy surrounding all that and everything that was going on, how did that impact you? Did you take a pause in music? And maybe looking at both the positives and the negatives out of this.
Firstly, all I can say is we can control God's timing.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, we can control God's timing. So, but that hella on his own. Even right now, I'm still had the time heals, but because you know, because he was I learned a lot from him. So what's so I was really praying every day you know. So like that hella on its own. Sometimes even like when I feel like I miss him so much, I can just break down every
the pain hurts differently every single time.
Yeah, but sometimes I just remain strong, and you know. But mostly when I'm alone and I'm like, can't tell God why? Even though I you. Yeah, so look on hella. I'm still learning. I'm still. I just start doing you know, but so. But I'm just hoping one day I can it's gonna be a vibe.
Yeah, because
yeah, and grandma, you know. Yeah. We don't know what afterlife, but hell, I'm just hoping you know. But that hella on its own, on the sad side, because I was there like, like what happened that, you know, so, but on the positive side, I'm like, yeah, you know, Lena, I'm going to be there one day. Someone will Lena, they look up to me. So I just pray for just healing hella, for, you know, for people who really look up to me, and that's still grieving him right now, especially my mom, yeah.
All right. May his soul continue resting in peace. He's played his part, and we will never understand any reason why. But even up to this very particular point, I want to believe a kid who grows would be able to still see the legacy through music and try to learn the type of person that he was. So we are really thankful to have heard a person like him. And continuing on with the conversation and getting to the brighter side, you're one person who's very resilient, and above being resilient, you went on and you have a business where you're selling dijo, burgers, and chips. Lina la business ya gago ke eng? Yaanong katlego le re phakile di gift la bina bo katlego la opela la pa. Go tla yang yaanong gore yaanong wena o bo decide le yaanong kana go heletse le gore yaanong you discover that you can also cook, and this is something that you can take out and also earn money through.
Not the tela ile modimo a re tsana molaene e be re ntshwara la line ka ko tshwara ya music
no e tswere no park
ne ke park
no tshwarisitse o mongwe ka ha bo tsamawa ka ha lo bo ba gape ba ka ha
e be ke boela ka
rona re robetse ka ditlhako because no, you got all the talents, man.
Tota hela it's not the only music, dancing, food. So my business is monthly goodies. I make burgers. Yo, they be talking a local fronty. So I really love cooking. It's something say long even like more music. It's also part of entertainment. So where there's food, beverages is part of also entertainment. So it's one thing say long like more kitchening. I find myself kissing you know, singing or listening to music. Dancing more is, you know, it's not just bathroom singing, you know. Just on the kitchen hella, that on hella on its own makes me happy. So yeah. Tota
Whatever meant to cut onion and so whatever meant to be the person who ngwana o khabetlela. Ilanda mena di talente tsa rona because na ke buang le wena o apang na ke go tlotlisa, you know. I mean, but yeah, so this thing of now we see you this business that you are incorporating together with music. One would think, how do you now keep up with all these things together? I'm already like, when do you get time to cook? How do you balance it also with your gigs, with creating, with... I want to believe some of the songs that you write yourself because that's how I think creators work. We like authenticity more and having a bit of something that tells our message. So how do you manage all those things at a go?
Like I said, it's just entertainment. To me, it's entertainment. So they work hand in hand. And something say don't relax. It's just to listen to a beat and write music, you know, imagine and, you know, scripting, video scripting, you know. So live family helalo. I try as much as I can to balance everything. I want my self-love. And, you know, yeah, balance.
So it doesn't feel like you're working. It actually just feels like you're in your element of creating.
Yes.
I'm in my element of writing, so I'm going to write. I'm in my element of creating, which is through food, so I'm going to cook and sell out my things. How's the business doing?
I mean, like winter, winter is just like that. But yes, more business, and you can't like how
it's not always in its prime. Yes.
There are times where you're gonna just 1 year or 2 minutes. But what's important is the consistency. So yeah, like I was saying, yeah, you asked for a balance. Even Lidina was saying, hey, is winter. So I get oh, today the customer had buy tata fela like hey guys you know, and then that's when the time I used to shoot my videos. I, you know, shoot a video today and okay, you know, not only but the thing is winter I feel like I will just go all in kasama and yeah, I mean
you're just telling balancing the seasons and getting to December probably so this is how I should probably minimize
and I'm just growing and business. I think like I cannot invest I just invested on my, you know, so I'm growing. The humble beginnings.
The humble beginnings.
Yeah, beginnings. So let's say yeah, no, I'm not in a rush. I'm one person if I have a situation I won't rush to solve it. I'm just gonna move with my time, no matter what people say. I know what yang, and I'm there like my dear music, a business, family, so I always have to try by all means to manage that and move kapesiak.
And one thing that I would also want to understand is when you delve deeper into business and you're in entrepreneurship, dikgwetlho tsa yone tse di tlang tse leng gore di a be di le home. As a social or public figure, let's put it that way, there's always an expectation on the other end that people have. There's always a picture of people portray ka wena, how's your relationship with your clients? How's your relationship with you being the one managing everything like that? Gore o kgona yang go di balance sa dilo tsena tse pedi tsena le ka ha ile gore batho ba tla ba ikagetse picture e ba nang le yone ka wena.
Okay, first of all, one thing I've noticed about most of Botswana, when you are an artist, you always have to sit down, makeup, dinala, look pretty all day, always more cameraing, and you know how we receive it. Like, busy, but at the same time, Botswana is not eligible for monetization, so there's no so I'm just not really on that. Poverty. Poverty with everything that I have, and I don't care what batho kana khona re tsana le gona na ko lape o itlhela morua go tlhaka no bona re ngwana o busy ke rele henete ke le busy ke le rekisetsa di beggar, you know, and that hella on its own is authenticity. You get to interact with your customers, you know, get to
relate better with
you. My favorite person like, you know, so I'm game manager, and that hella how ka go ra ke re sengolo sa itira.
I definitely understand you. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about I get a realisticity. Ke a itse re na go tse dingwe le tlebele re kana ga tikiti celebrity ke di socialite re pala male bone di khombi mo and hwareng gompieno re tsene into the reality space of being in the social light and being an authentic person and still being a person where you are still a socialite in general. And in this conversation we're with Katlego Ramphaleng, we're going to go for a quick break, and do remember that our comment section is much open for you to comment and leave a message for us as well, so that we interact with you. And right after this quick break, we'll be delving deeper into other issues that are in the table. Like the sebaka se ke ba gape ke go amogele go tswa ko go kgentse mo go khuswanyaneng yana hela mo ra tswele di sale thulaganyo ya rona ya letsatsi gompieno and gakologelwa gore thulaganyo ke yone ya Femme Talk. Before I went for that quick break, I was just highlighting that right after the break re tla be re tsaya dikgang tse dingwe tse leng gore re ntse re di beile mo tafoleng e le gore ra di atolosa yalo go leka go tlhaloganya yaanong laying more relatability to you as the viewer, also to get to understand and taking it from the icon herself to understand that now that you are here and this is your daily life, how do you proceed, and also how are you making an impact in our society to make sure that you're also making a difference and playing a pivotal role. Let me welcome you back from that quick break once again. Let's go for a quick break. But let's just continue on and want to understand. We talked about a very interesting thing, which I also did note in highlighting the topic of today that we're going to touch a lot on authenticity. And well, content on TikTok, it's very authentic.
Yeah.
Content kana na TikTok content I think if I'm not the right fit to go to do the content because and you know the standard is very high of our content when we look at it. There has to post your background, the poverty post the poverty background has to matter, it has to be perfect, it has to be this. And you are one person who's able to be very authentic. I was watching one of your videos and I'm just there like one day in your life. And I was so interested and intrigued by the authenticity. How do you manage being so true to yourself, even in your videos, that you don't have to go with the status that is being put by society and all the standards they didn't hold social media?
Hey, when social media, let's say pressure. So how salam pressure, under pressure. So I just.
How do you ignore it, I personally sometimes wake up feeling like I'm not doing enough. Maybe lives a more lavish lifestyle than you, and you know that where this person stays, but what if you don't have to go and you are feeling like you're not doing enough? How do you keep authentic? How do you also go the other side of social media and staying just as Katako?
This is what I always tell, but I meet, there's a difference between social media and reality. And in today's lifestyle, generation, Haritzi who differentiate these two. So you social media social media reality. You shouldn't get to that point when it comes to social media, because tomorrow Baba Diril TikTok we remove. What are you gonna be left with? So that's what I always tell people. Before you after pressure TikTok, you should be able to differentiate between the two. So with me, I'm just I need just authenticity hela. Lumo social media. Luana hompana hello worry hey. Because hey, this whole thing on social media and but what's in your pressure. Life it's most of them they're not together. Yeah. So yeah. Now I really ignore it. I'm just, whether we are going to sing it, so
they'll always talk.
They'll always talk, but it refreshes their mind because they keep so people are really tired of that.
Yeah.
So me just doing that hella, this is my reality. So like that hella, some to it's just peace, because some people they're really tired of the lights, they're really tired of, this,
the glamour, the pretense, the everything.
More hella
Only princess.
Yeah,
would you
nako
say
e nngwe ba
you're
batla go bona hela o
making, do you
le-
believe somehow you're making content also for batho ba e leng gore they don't see themselves in the representation of people ba e leng gore ba bo ba create content? Kana o kgona gore o bo feel gore wena maybe this is not your platform because you never see any content that resonates with the reality e leng gore ya be e le teng. Do you think you are hope for that, to say it's okay for you to be mo go afatsheng wa go ga lona o direla content mo go one?
Yeah.
It's okay for you to have whatever that you have, the smallest that you have,
Yeah.
and still be content with it.
Hey, this is me hela totally di vlog tsa ka hela ha ka ela tlhoko. The just di garela gore tswa mo pressure.
Tshela ba gago botshelo.
Tshela botshelo ba gago, just that. So now I'm pushing that, and that hela ka bonya I'm slowly seeing banyana ba iketlile mo di senkeng tsa bone. Gona bona ngwanyana pusha, you know, facial routine mo di senkeng, and I'm there like, I love this.
Yeah.
This is what we want to see, Babon, because I mean, I've unkile ka kopana le commenting. I really don't read too much comments. Ke bala halele hale, more especially positive. But ebe ki thulana le nngwe negative. Some lady are if you are the vlogger tsaga di push up poverty, ba tsana ba rata poverty. I'm like, nobody stopped you. Go poster ntlo ya gago e pinky. Pavement ya go e pinky. Nobody stopped you. So let people be. Some people find peace in watching that. Some people find peace in watching pavement that way pinky. Yeah. So I just really don't focus on that. Now I focus on the fact that they make me happy. So I just hope for out there they make somebody happy as well. You know, it's just they refresh the mind as well. Hey, I did that.
This is absolutely
yes,
great. Let's look into the impact ya tsone di societal status tse di leng go godimo, the expectation ya gore gompieno ha ke kopana le ka tla go ke expectile gore ke se be ka itlhelana le pimple le one ha ka tla go ipalametse kombi di a sotlega di celebrity tsa lona re palama di kombi le tsone ha ka tla go ithekela go boketekete. There's always that. And let's now look into recently I was looking at the HIV statistics. They are on the rise, and I want to believe one of the contributing factors goes into the lifestyle that goes into there, which is mostly associated with the lavish lifestyle that we want to gain things, we want to gain the accessories through means. If it means me going and sleeping with a big old man, I'm definitely going to do that. Can we try to tackle this? And also, from your point of view as an influential person, try to nudge young people by even looking into you're in the entertainment industry. And usually our entertainment industry, unfortunately, is associated with Can we try to tackle this as young people and talking women to women and safeguarding our young kids who are coming up?
But what I can say about that, to our influencers, let me just say our influencers, we should try to be more authentic. But the generation that is coming up, you don't you don't have relevancy in, you know, finding your husband so you can push your lifestyle. You can that's why ke apa di begara ke batla go bontsha gore la ha music o gana ka so like that's all I can say. Our fellow artists, our fellow, you know, influencers, let us teach this young generation, you know, it's not lifestyle like, but it's all about the relevancy, materialistic. You know, they should find peace within themselves, not within the tangible. So that hella on its own hella ya spreaded way hella fine. Even not even HIV hella on hella fella. Even just, you know, the passion killing doing an hella it like So imagine hela dio tseo hela di kopanalo matimo na wa kopana gore go nna ya go nna mmu wa bona. So we need to really make sure gore we are more authentic as much as we can. Really song go push a lifestyle e leng gore it's not wrong.
It's not wrong at all.
It's not wrong at all.
If it's your lifestyle, it's fine.
If it's
show
your,
it.
Yes, if it's your lifestyle, it's fine, show it.
But also admit gore motho o mongwe ene doesn't live that lifestyle. And amogela se leng gore ka tla go ene wa se tshela. Go na le o tshelang botshelo ba ga ka tleng.
Yes, wa but go na le batho ba leng gore gore like tshela ka so na leng sone. If o nna mo one room, tshela ka so na leng sone. If o nna le na le bontsi go ga lona, tshela ka so na leng sone. But for motho ene gore o batla go tshela ka wena, like jwa mo pressuring, gore that's all I can say. Gore hey, this whole thing hela rona as you know, batho ba leng gore re na le following e leng gore you know gantsi go ga batswana thata. We really need to be more authentic to you know gore ha re ikakanyetse hela gore nya re wa bona re akanyetse le you know le nna
The person who looks up to you.
ke na le bo batlogolonyana ba ka marule letsatsi le ko ketso you know le nna ke batla ke a ba omanya le nna ko lapeng le ke a ba omanya like very well ke a ba omanya gore la mpona gore I'm pretty, be pretty ibile o le content
with yourself.
o le content with yourself isenka do tse leng gore ka moso you're going to find yourself onale tsone o manifestile tsone these kind of things wa bona but still o bo simula gape o batla go posta gore wena you're still fine mme re itse gore ga o sharp because you've been pushing lifestyle e leng gore ga your reality wa bona. So yeah, that's all I can really say.
That's a very insightful thing. I'm very much interested in wanting to understand what is it that you are currently doing, what is the vision that you have on board e leng goreng gongwe go gongwe ha ile o ka khona goreng o goga bana ba basetsana o dire di project tse dingwe tse le di ka khona go impacta botshelo ba ngwana mosetsana botshelo ba ngwana o mosimane go leka go ba godisetsa mo semong se leng gore they have proper role models who are giving them the right way to follow or to follow suit after.
Tota nna e bile a ke tlhokana le gore ebe ke bula project kana ke irai hela go mpona le ko BBS o mpona kae o bonthara I need you to advise me hana like I would definitely spare my time you know to give you just few ideas on how you can grow yourself you know just anytime is tea time anytime is tea time langa tswa ke di busy go like I always have time for my people. They know that very well.
All right.
Yeah.
And as a Kasi girl who's favorite, you're a favorite Kasi girl, like Bahorata Mudikasi, because you're very much relatable. What are your last words that you have to say to your music supporters, your business supporters? Baba Jandi Begara Kohoena, Bailon, they also look up to you, and Baba Tachutana Lewen Nako.
Before sepehela banyana le basadi e re tsentse diatla ke I want a TikTok banyana ba tsena banyana ba skemiwa but they still stand on business.
Yeah.
Ka rata
Or business ke mosadi ke business
mosadi ke something like I really love that. I really love supporting women tata because korona ba ile gore most of the times we re tlhele re gatelelwa ke di pressure tsa especially social media borre ga se gantsi ba ileng gore social media ha se gantsi social media e ba gatella but my last words is yo basadi I'm proud of y'all. Ha ke batla gore dirang ke proud.
Big ups to you.
Ke batla gore ha ke lokola peng ke apa begare ke re ngwanyo no lo apile begare o package se ka package I want to upgrade.
So I want to go get packages from her.
Yes. Like I really love the way women are growing in business every day. Re boss lady, re agasa, and khanyon tsuwa kana ya se gajaja. Ya go sa because basadi ba tlhwaetse.
Ya no ga ba sa tlhole ba libile madi a banna.
Tota those are my last words.
So ba ba sentse ba libile ko mading a banna re ba re re.
Ba o tota ga ile gore ba batla go beshediwa is still fine. Me batla yo but
all right, we could literally sit here the whole entire day and have a lot of more things to discuss. I want to meet you again in the next nearer future and also discuss other growth. Hopefully there will be a restaurant now.
Come on,
And definitely more music coming on board, more performances. I wish you love and light. I wish you all the best in
Thank
your
you so much.
future endeavors. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You look alike.
Ladies and gentlemen, it has been an amazing show with my lookalike, a very amazing person. Now I don't mind being told I look like you. Because they have a nasty attitude. But thank you so much for joining us and tuning in. Let us again meet same Wednesday, same time, same place. I am Keitseng. Let's interact more on the other side. It is a good night from us.